Hello my lovies, I am back, and in today's video I am going to answer a question that was posted in the comment section of my video about relationships. That's a very good subject actually. This is a very deep subject. I mean, I could go on and talk about this subject about relationship because there's so many aspects of it. So in this question, one of my viewers asked me, can love last for longer than 10-20 years, or is just a habit or some kind of attachment? So I thought that was a very, very good question and I would like to answer it. Can love last? This is a question that I would like to say yes and no, depending on the perspective which you project love. In this physical state, we have a dual perspective. We have a perspective of our mind, of our ego. This is the perspective we came here to experience. And we have a perspective of our soul, or you can call it God, or you can call it, part of God, whatever it is that you're comfortable with. So we all have different names for it, and they're all serve us in whatever way that we use it. So we come here to experience this dualistic state. So the love, I believe that we cannot fully feel the state of love while we are in a physical body in a dualistic state, unless we're constantly in full contact with our soul. We're constantly living a mindful life. We are constantly aware of things, but still the ego, the mind, we come here to experience it. It will still interfere. So first thing I would like to say is, how they say that God or consciousness is always in a state of love. Why do you think that is? It's because God knows itself, or consciousness becomes physical things, many different things, to experience physical, to experience its opposite, right? So every single signal that is sent out from every single living being, the main strongest signal is a desire for love. So this is why God or consciousness is love. It's only in a constant state of love, because that's the highest signal that is sent out. So now, can love exist? Can it last? If we are experiencing love mainly from our ego perspective, from our mind perspective, where conditions exist, where we build conditions. If you do this, you love me. If you don't do this, you don't love me. So we're constantly placing conditions. So when we're loving someone through our ego, we only care pretty much about the conditions that we placed upon this person. Our goal is not for us to be happy. Our goal is to, if you meet these conditions, I will love you. If you don't meet them, I will not love you. And that's how ego love is expressed, through conditions. So now, to me, this love actually is not a thing that just like, boom, there's love, and boom, there isn't. It just disappears. It grows over years. It's not something that you meet someone, you fall in love, and I love you. Just because you're saying I love you does not mean you really love someone, because you can love someone or you can be in love. There's just so many different definitions. So love is kind of like a seed. When both people, two people, or how many people are in relationships now, there's all kinds of relationships nowadays. So when two people place a seed into the ground and they are watering it, caring for it, giving it attention, the seed grows over the years. It becomes a plant, then it grows bigger, its roots become stronger, and now it's starting to bloom, then it gives, so anyways, the tree continues on giving and giving. When two people are constantly taking care of their tree of love, the tree will become stronger and stronger and stronger over the years. As long as in a relationship, the main goal of both parties, or two, three, how many parties there are in a relationship, is the happiness of each other, love will, and there's respect, love will continue on growing, even if you are not involved in a romantic relationship anymore. Because a lot of times, like our ego, we demand things from our partner. We demand it because this is what makes us happy. Sometimes we are so focused on things that we demand from our partner that we forget that maybe that's not what the partner wants. So I believe that love can exist even if you're not in a romantic relationship. That's how some people can be friends with their exes, and they can be in a great relationship and have deeper love and keep watering this love, and this love will grow. So if we are trying to stay focused not only on ego perspective of love, but also on a soul perspective of love, as trying to be in a balance of that. Love can exist and grow over the years, and it's not just going to be attachment and something you just do. It's not something like that. So as long as we're not just loving someone through our ego perspective, we're just placing conditions and things. I believe that the goal of each couple should be, as long as, not till death do us part, but till we are happy, till we continue to be happy. If we're not happy, if we're not giving each other respect and happiness, then we should not be romantically involved. But we should be mindful enough of each other to let each other go, but continue to love each other. You know what I'm saying? Not have the hate between the two people. So this is my answer to that question. Can love exist? Yes, it can. If you are mindful, if you're respectful, and if your goal in a relationship is happiness of each other, and if you are giving this love not only from ego perspective but from the soul perspective. But if you are giving this love only from ego perspective, placing conditions on your partner and only loving them because they're doing things for you, because that's how everyone else exists in this world, we're supposed to do what other people are doing, we're supposed to do this and this and this, and this is how it is, that's ego love. That's not real love. So this kind of love, no, it does not exist for too long. It dries up. It dries up because we have expectations, and then once the partner fails our expectations, we feel like we're no longer loved, and we're starting to look for other people who will fulfill our expectations. And then the same thing will happen again and again and again until you stop having expectations and you focus on not only conditioned love, but love that comes from your soul perspective. So I hope that this video was some use to you, and I would like to actually hear your perspective and your opinion. What do you think? What do you think love is? Can it exist in a relationship? Can it bloom? Can it grow? That'll be interesting to see what you guys are going to tell me. For today's video, this is it, and I will see you guys soon. And I also would like to hear some of your questions for the future videos that you would like for me to do. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.